Hey Arya, good morning. Sorry. Yes, today is a wild stream. We are going to be watching some Stardew Valley today. Last week and all the way to yesterday, I have just been, I've been sick. There's been problems with the computer. There's just been so much stuff that I've gotten to a point where I'm like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this today. I'm not doing it today. I'm too sick. Anyways, we'll be reacting to the anniversary video. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to add that. Give me one moment, guys. Where are you? It's been a second since I've had to. Here we are. Oh boy, I'm huge. I am a little too big for this. Oh right. How? Where do I put her? You know what? We'll actually leave her big this time. There we go. Here she is. Hello, everyone. Okay, so we'll be watching Stardew Valley today. So, I was sick when it happened. So yeah, let's begin. This is gonna be fun. Let's go! It's right behind me. Sorry,
Hey
chat.
guys, it's me, Concerned Ape, creator of Stardew Valley. Today is the 10-year anniversary of Stardew Valley. So to commemorate this special milestone, I put together this video which shows off some old builds of the game, has some of my commentary about the development timeline, and highlights the various updates over the years and how Stardew Valley has changed over time. So I hope you find it interesting, and here we go.
Just realized chat's not on the window. This was the original.
Valley, 2012. So this was the original name of Stardew Valley. It was called Sprout Valley, which is an awful name. That's why I eventually changed it. But this was probably about 6 months into development. I had a functioning game, but it was very rudimentary, and I would say much more similar to the Super Nintendo Harvest Moon game than Stardew Valley is today. Of course, I grew up playing Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo, and so I was heavily inspired by it. And, you know, my first target, you might say, for this game was to essentially emulate Harvest Moon for the Super Nintendo. That was my starting point, and then I wanted to expand a bit from there. As you can see, the pixel art basically looks like crap, but there are some things like the bus there that essentially made it into Stardew Valley. The basic design was there even 6 months into development, and you know, Stardew Valley took 4.5 years to release 1.0.
Holy cow!
So we can
this looks so
watch
different.
This a little bit. You'll notice how it looks similar to Pelican Town.
Holy crap!
Some things are basically unchanged, but then other things are quite odd. Pierre's got his daily wallpaper and flooring on display. Those portraits are kind of hideous.
I agree with
Sometimes
him,
I wonder, you know, if I had just released this game after 6 months, where would I be right now?
This is
somehow
so weird
I don't
to
think
see.
that the game would have taken off. So
Quint still looks the same.
But you know, this is like a part of essentially a training process for me. It was my education on being a game developer.
And
I do think there's something special about the naive perspective of a beginner. It's untarnished, it's fresh, it's primal, and you can't really recapture that once you have experience. There's the original Gunther. Green hair in the sprite, brown hair in the portrait.
don't know what he was thinking.
And
Some
the
of
character
this
movement
is so
speed
cool.
is insane. I'm sure you guys would love that in Stardew Valley.
Yes, we
Love to
would.
get you
Please
on
give
Way
it
the
to
Wind
us.
Part 100.
Oh boy. Linus still looks about the same.
All right, let's show you the old mines real quick. The mines are one of the areas of Stardew that have gone under a lot of changes, probably the most changes of any, at least gameplay element. However, some concepts have been there from there being
okay.
slimes. Slimes have always been there. Ladders down have always been there in one way or another.
That is so interesting. Oh! Oh, crap!
I guess I hadn't discovered the concept of knockback yet.
Ow, 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 ow! No! Don't die! He still uses the
The
same
death
stuff,
sound has
though.
always been there. All right, well, I think that's enough for Sprout Valley. So let's go ahead and jump to the next
Robin
earliest build that I have.
looks semi the same.
So here we have a build from 2013.
This is 2013,
I've
just
probably
a
been
year
working
later.
on Stardew for maybe a little over a year
Oh,
at this
that's
point. And it's radically different from that previous build that I showed you. We're actually starting to see some things that look like Stardew Valley here. And I think at this point I was calling it Stardew Valley. However, things are kind of odd. The way the farmer looks is weird. The way he's running around is kind of weird. The colors are now more saturated, which is true to form, but yet that exact shade of Stardew Valley yellow dirt hasn't quite been established yet. But yeah, this version of Stardew Valley
I like
was,
this color, though.
basically more of like a sandbox idea. In this iteration, this was like the weirdest time for the game. I feel like it's like the Stardew Valley hit puberty here. But so you would like actually buy animals and buildings from your in-game menu rather than go to Robin. And there was that farm map you just saw. Like that was
Interesting.
pretty cool, actually, that farm map. Now you guys are going to be mad at me that that's not in Stardew Valley anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit more of a simulation concept, I guess, than an RPG. Yeah, so back then I had item of the day and crop of the week.
Interesting.
But,
Very interesting.
I got rid of that because there's this fundamental problem where you can store things in chests in Stardew Valley. So this creates this incentive to just never ship anything until the crop is crop of the week or the item is item of the day. And I just don't
Oh,
think
that's what
very
his
fun.
name used to be.
You don't ever want to incentivize things that aren't fun. That's
Oh.
Game Dev 101.
Aw, that Myrtle
All right,
looked
you
so
can
pretty
see
back
here,
then.
it's starting to look like Pierre's. Starting to look like that old familiar shop. But anyway, maybe let's jump ahead a little bit and check out what the mines are looking like in 2013.
Oh! This is radically different.
So this was the era of the procedurally generated mines. My idea was I wanted the mines to be like Terraria, but you know, top down instead of side scrolling. And it was this, you had these big procedurally generated levels and you mined into the walls and uncovered ores and secrets within the walls.
It's like Core Keeper, basically.
Which I think was a cool idea, but for some reason I was just never able to really make it compelling, and it was very bug prone, which it just ended up being too complicated. I think it was maybe just beyond my
Interesting.
ability. I don't know. Or maybe another way to think about it was just that it was too ambitious of a concept for the scope of this game. This should have been an entire game on its own. And, you know, if you've played Core Keeper, that's pretty much what Core Keeper is, which is a cool
Brought it
game,
up.
by the way. But yeah, when I saw Core Keeper, I was like, hey, someone finally did it. So, cool idea, but I had to make the hard decision to scrap all of it.
Oh, some of the...
And I spent a long time working on this too. But I made the decision to scrap all of it, and let's see, there's a bug right there.
Yeah, that is a bug.
Do a simpler approach, which is the mines that are in Stardew Valley today, where it's not procedurally generated. There's some randomness, but the levels are all designed by hand. Here we have a goblin village, an underground goblin village. All this content completely scrapped from the game.
That is interesting. I like the music though.
I mean, I don't regret it. Just because something sounds cool, just because the idea is cool, doesn't mean that it's going to be fun or it's going to be the right idea in practice. Oh, and by the way, underground goblin villages are not canon, all right? Anything you see here from previous builds is not considered to be canonical Stardew Valley. All right, let's move on to yet another more recent version. So this one's from sometime in 2014. This was the title screen at that time. I mean, it's kind of glitching out, but it had these weird buttons on the side. And then when you loaded the game, there was this loading screen, which was kind of reminiscent of like The Sims. But I mean, it doesn't look too much different than the last build, but you start to see some more Stardew Valley things come into place, like the
in-game fun fish.
What we call the daytime money box in the upper right.
Your immediate reaction is fish.
Willie's shop is basically looking like it always does. We now have the community center in the game, and it looks essentially exactly the same as it does now. Not sure why there's this ugly yellow color. This ugly yellow filter over the entire screen. You'll notice Clint was a little less doughy back then. And Joe Jamart was not yet in town. Cat Mouse wasn't a thing yet.
Interesting. You know I like fishing. Yes, I do know.
And the inside of the farmhouse was like very static.
One of these days I should get back to my fishing adventures and cursing out the entire fish family.
Pixel art looked kind of nice with some shading and stuff, but I mean, I think it's important that you can decorate your house. People love that.
Yeah. Oh, here's the very first one, guys. The first one. I am not booting up the game. This is 100% in the video. See.
So this is from August 2015, which is only about a half year from launch. But still, there are a ton of things that are like not finished yet. So this shows just how much Stardew Valley kind of came together at the last moment. The farmhouse still has this weird protuberance. Protuberance, is that a word? This weird thing, this nose sticking out right next to the door. I don't know what I was thinking there. But obviously I got rid of that at some point. The mailbox is still on the left, so that must have changed that. You know, it's like I did a ton of work in the last like 6 months. I think I was just at the point where I knew it was so close. I needed to finish the game. The finish line was so close, and that's what gave me the drive and the motivation to make all these little changes in the last 6 months to prepare the game for release. I think one of the most notable things was just that the farmer still had this weird, goofy look. This is not what the farmer looks like in Stardew Valley, so that was like a last-minute change, which I'm really glad about because I don't really like the way this looks. It looks kind of stiff, kind of like a Pinocchio or something.
This is...
Yep, there's the old classic Stardew Valley mines. So that's pretty much the last convenient footage that I have from before launch. I do want to give a shout out to my 2 beta testers, Bexy and Siri, who helped me find a ton of bugs in the game. Here's a screenshot from Bexy's farm. This is one of the first ever Stardew Valley farms.
Wow.
Looks pretty good. Thank you guys so much. So here we are, February 26th, 2016. The culmination of 4.5 years of work, the launch of Stardew Valley. A lot was riding on this because if it flopped, I would have been 4.5 years behind my peers with no money, no job experience. Would have been pretty depressing. I stayed up all night the night before because I found a bug and I had to fix it because the game was set to launch the next morning. So that was highly stressful.
Oh boy, dude.
On the first day of launch, Stardew sold just under 40,000 copies, which was already beyond my wildest dreams. After that first day, I knew that this was going to be a big deal. I knew that I could be a game developer from now on. It was really happening. Of course, I didn't really have time to think about that too much because there were immediately bugs being found in the game. And I spent the next, I think I released a patch every single day for the next 4 days after launch. Pretty big patches too. But see, back then, the game was a lot simpler. There wasn't different languages. There wasn't multiplayer. It was just me working on it. So I could crank out it was only on Steam. I didn't have to make a console build. I didn't have to make a mobile build. So I could crank out updates at an extremely fast pace.
Awesome. A moment of fishing. How enjoyable.
I spent the rest of that spring fixing every bug that people found and trying to add meaningful improvements to the game with each patch. I was releasing patches pretty rapidly. Some notable examples were Grandpa's Shrine and his evaluation. When the game first came out, Grandpa was extremely harsh, and he was almost a little bit rude. You know, if you didn't do a good job, he would say, "Man, I should have bequeathed the farm to my other grandkid." And there was no way to reevaluate. If you didn't get, the 4 spirit candles the first time, forget about it.
Oh boy.
So I softened that, and I also added in the way that you can, have them come back and reevaluate.
Holy crap.
Here's another example. On March 20th, I added unique dialogues for all the spouses. So I don't remember this, but apparently before then, every single spouse had identical dialogue. And people still complain about this, but there's been a ton of work on the spouses over the years. And it just goes to show that, even though Stardew Valley was launched, in my mind, it was not its ultimate form. That's why I kept making updates. That's why essentially, as soon as these bug fix patches were out of the way, I immediately started working on the 1.1 update, which is the first major content update.
Ooh, let's go.
So I'll just briefly go over the updates. If you want to see everything that's been added to Stardew Valley, I recommend going to the version history page on the Stardew Valley wiki. But the 1.1 update added 4 new farm types and kind of established the tradition of every update adding new farm types to the game. And notably, it added Shane and Emily as marriage candidates, which you, the community, voted on a poll that I put on Twitter. 1.2 just added new languages to the game. It wasn't really a content update. I hadn't yet established the tradition of 1.x updates always being major content updates. So then we had the 1.3 update, which most importantly added multiplayer to the game, fulfilling the promise I had made to the players before
Maybe I should have
Stardew
brought
Valley
you on,
even
Arya,
came
for
out.
this.
1.3 also added the winter night market and a few other things. One thing about 1.3 is the multiplayer was actually developed, not by me. It was put in by a guy named Tom Coxon, who went on to create a game called Cassette Beasts. You should check it out. Thanks, Tom. But it started this new era where I was open to getting help on the actual development of Stardew Valley, which allowed for bigger, more ambitious updates. So then there was the 1.4 update, which added the movie theater, fish ponds, 14 art events to all the spouses, and many other great things to the game. Then we had the 1.5 update, which added a huge endgame location, Ginger Island, the Quee quests, and this idea of perfection, the volcano, which allowed you to enchant your weapons and tools, and many other great things.
Oh, wow,
then there
that's
was
different.
The 1.6 update, the most recent update. Kind of a return to the valley after 1.5's Ginger Island. 1.6 added some new systems, some endgame content. It kind of filled in some gaps that I feel like were present in the game. And it added some old ideas that I'd had for a long time, like Green Rain. So those were all the major updates to Stardew Valley in a nutshell. Of course, there were some intermediary updates in between all of those major ones, which sometimes added some important things to the game, but those were the major updates. Now, what's next? Well, as I've already announced, there is a 1.7 update in the works, but I don't want to reveal too much about what's in the update yet. Although I did announce that there would be 2 new marriage candidates, and I'm going to reveal those soon. I know you guys are probably bored out of your minds by this, and you're just waiting for me to get to the unveiling of the marriage candidates, right? But I just have one more thing to say. I have in my hands an envelope with the names of the 2 new marriage candidates that will be added in 1.7. But before I open that up and reveal the names to you, I just wanted to say thank you so much for supporting Stardew Valley over the past 10 years, for all the mods, the fan art, all the letters, and the comments you've made to me, telling me how much Stardew Valley has meant to you. That's meant a lot to me too. And it's really given me a lot of purpose in life. So I'm grateful to you for making this a reality for me. Thank you so much. I also just want to thank everyone else who's been part of the Stardew Valley journey, from the other developers who have helped me out over the years, to the merchandise companies who have created all these cool Stardew Valley items, the people who have run the Stardew Valley concerts, Cole for helping me make the Stardew Valley board game, and so many other cool things that have come about over the past 10 years. So thank you so much to everyone. Now, let's get down to business. All right.
Let's go.
1.7 marriage candidates.
Let's go! We got Sandy
Clint
finally.
And Sandy.
Oh, nice.
Turn. It's their time. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.
Bye. This is my favorite song. That was so fun. This is the jellyfish song, by the way, for those of you who don't know. So long. I will admit I did not pay full attention. I was busy suffering from being cold. Curse me for sitting next to the window of all places. Mario, why? Okay. Give me 1 second now that we got that done. Ah, nope, you hear nothing. You hear nothing. You have no choice but to sit next to the window. Okay. Anyways, that was interesting. We'll be getting Clint finally as a marriage candidate. See if we can heal his heart after Emily dumps him. Oh crap, I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second, chat. I do need to change a character real quick. There we go. There we go. Woo! I did find out something else on here, though. It was touch the leaves a crap ton, knock on the door, apparently something here, and now there's a whole bunch of different secrets you can get on this thing. Anyways. I thought it'd be fun to run around as Martha yesterday, so I did. But here we go! On to Stardew Valley. I'm gonna have to separate those two, aren't I? Gosh darn it. I want to yap, but I have a ton to yap about. Oh dear. Should I bring you on, Arya? Should I bring you on so you can yap in my ear? Holy cow, that's loud. Why are you so loud, my dear computer? It's fine if you don't want to, though. Sure. Hello. You'll probably show up in a second. Let me open your... Turn on this real quick. There we go. Okay, back to work. Hi, Arya.
Are you sure you want to hear me out?
Why do you think I unsilenced myself? Oh, it's his birthday today! Where's my popcorn popper? Not my popcorn poppers. I know I have poppers here somewhere. Pepper poppers. Hey, Arya. Welcome along.
What's a yap about?
Do yap. I wish to hear the yapping.
Alright, so I made lots of work for Steve Labs.
You did a lots of work. You did a lot of writing too. I've heard you told me.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of writing for my Pokemon story.
Nice.
Just thought.
By the way, did you see the 30-year anniversary pictures for that?
Yes.
It's interesting for the 30, but Tumblr's better when you want to look at the pictures for that.
Oh, definitely, that's true. I mean, I was more interested in seeing what the new games were. I am so pleasantly surprised that Fire Red and Green are like $20 each.
Yeah.
People were mad about it, but who cares? It's still cheap.
It's cheaper than it was before. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Oh. Oopsies, that was wrong. There we go. But
It's
still.
a miracle we get something like that.
You can finally afford it! Barely!
Yeah, I think the most important thing is Pokemon Home compatibility. Because you can actually shiny hunt now. Like, you can shiny hunt Deoxys.
That's fun.
Yes, very fun. There are actually event exclusive Pokemon.
There was a couple of Pokemon games that I used to play when I was younger. Well, no, I actually wasn't that young. I think I'm younger because that's just me. But, right, that's what I was doing. That was what I was doing. I am setting up for that. You know, it feels so weird when you come back to your usual stuff and you can't even remember what you were doing last time.
Oof, I hate when that happens.
It's like, oh, oops. Is today the first day? No, today is the 20th. Oh boy, I am out of it.
I haven't played Stardew in a while. I literally just randomly stopped and like, oh wait, I don't feel like playing, so I just went off to do stuff.
Ooh.
I started playing 9 keywords single chapter.
Oh, I ran into that. Did not expect that. Good. Trees are growing. I like my trees growing. Thank you. course.
Alright, so Professor Favor.
About Professor Favor, do tell me. What chaos is he into right now? I must know. Give me the deets.
He dressed and looked like he has a life now.
He has.
He's no longer like the homeless man that lived in his lab. He's just so fancy now.
Arya, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm sorry. I do not imagine that. I cannot imagine that man doing that. Either I heard you wrong, or what you just said was absolute. I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh, why?
What?
Nothing. Nothing. Oh boy, it looks like I'm going to be staying over there for a while. But I have other things I have to do though. You know what? How long? I have 9 days. Never mind. I don't get a choice in the matter. Arya, you're gonna kill me one of these days, girl. No, you already did. Never mind. Why did you kill me? Why did you kill your good friend?
I don't know, I think that was extremely moody. Speaking of it, I actually made my character her true design if she stays in Void.
Oh, you did? Oh, that's cool.
I can show it to you.
Do send the goodies. Send me the goodies.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in DMs.
Okay, let me check this out. Oh, she's beautiful. I might have to make some fan art of her.
The part of drawing her was actually the veil.
The hardest one was the veil?
Yeah, especially on her dress.
That's fun. You know, seeing that's the original Stardew Valley and then coming on here, it's like a big woo. Get hit. Though I am sad that Maru's design was changed from the original. I like the old design better.
Fair enough. But yeah, the veil on the dress was actually the tricky part to draw.
It was. Well, I'm not surprised. It's the my mind just went blank on what I was going to say. I walk into a room and that's exactly what I do all the time. There's a reason why they call them Fedors.
Like, I have a sketch of what she looks like, fully, but just without colors. Like I said, the sketch.
Yeah. It's fine. The design itself is amazing. The design is very beautiful. I did give him his birthday treat, right? Sorry, I'm having to look to see. Yes! Okay. What's today's thing, I guess? Cave carrot. I already have one. But yeah, that's going to be interesting if... Oh my goodness. Tell me if I'm actually thinking this is wrong. Did you tell me that he has married? Or is that just my mind going blank?
What do you mean?
It's Favor.
Favor?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Getting married? Heck no.
That's what I heard, though. That's what I'm telling you.
No, it's Rainbow Assistant, which I named Prismatic.
Oh! Is he married to who I think he's married to?
Yeah, Prismatic is married to a modern version of Galaxy.
Oh no!
Like he has no magic to the world.
Oh dear. Oh dear. All I can think about right now. Okay, so I need 4 days max. 8 days.
I'm very sure that Prismatic is the only assistant to actually have a happy ending.
Knowing you, that ending is not going to last.
No, it actually does last several years.
Yes, it does not last, though. In the end, it does not last.
Yeah, because the circumstance that even Prismatic can't deal with.
You are a menace to society, my dear sister.
Aw, cute. Well, we're a menace to society.
And everyone loves you for it.
Yep.
I need some more. I'm gonna go buy some as well as see if there's any that's else that is within 4 days. So, how's your Stardew Valley coming along? I know you said it's been a couple days, but I haven't checked in a while.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Your thing beeped right as you said that, so it sounded like you swore.
What?
Yeah, beep. I didn't hear that word. You had a beep going in the background.
If I was trying, I'd be colorful with it.
Yeah. Okay, 10 days, 12 days, 6 days. Let's do 4 of these, 24 of these. Just to keep everything, you know what, maybe more. 48. Perfect. It's fine to buy from him every once in a while. I'm saying this with absolute sarcasm. Do not quote me on that. What? Okay, Arya, let's be on real here. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. You sound very tired.
Yeah. A lot of things happened last week. I was bedridden for a good amount of time. So, yeah. That's fun.
Yes, that's terrible. The only thing I missed up dealing with is a leaking roof.
Yeah. Okay, I think we got everything then. Good. I need to make more of those, but I don't care. I need to move my house first. Hopefully she's still at home.
Do you want to see Professor Favor all dressed up?
Do show. Do show, my girl. My fellow voidling. Do show, my fellow voidling. First off, that dress is amazing. Second, I just looked at the bottom of the picture and realized my reaction was the same as theirs. Me just
Hey, Black
I saw that. I'm like,
if anyone sees Professor Favor like this and they know, they'll be like, "Who is this man?"
who dressed him up like a clown? I am saying that sarcastically. He looks very dapper.
It was actually Red Leader. You legend is Red Leader.
Okay.
Who I lovingly named Strawberry as well.
Strawberries.
Yes.
Don't tell me strawberries. I'm hungry now.
It's strawberry season.
Okay, move
But yeah,
buildings.
he only dressing up because he got blackmailed.
Oh, I'm not surprised. This is Favor we're talking about. Not Saber. Favor. They are two different people.
Originally, I was gonna name him Fable, but I decided Favor was more hilarious because he can make a pun out of it.
Oh, he would. He definitely would. Knowing him. Okay, that looks nice. That looks nice. What do you think? Should I move it to a different spot, though? Should I move it over just a tad and be like that? But that piece of grass right there is annoying me. You know what? We'll just
that piece of grass is very annoying to look at.
I shall put this to hide it. There! It is now hidden!
Yeah, it's much better with that hidden.
Okay. I'm gonna move this over to here, and then we're gonna have to buy a shed. How much for a shed, by the way? It's been a second since I looked. Shed! Here we go. 300 wood. Let's go get that. I need to buy a shed so I can put some stuff away and make my area look a lot nicer. Okay, give me my axe, please. Do excuse my hiccuping. Boom.
Just realized that was not the only funny drawing I made.
Oh dear. Aria, no. Aria, no. Don't
No,
send
no,
that.
I promise this is wholesome.
Okay.
I promise this is wholesome, okay? It was a
Okay.
stupid idea I thought about during a fluffy stream a while ago.
Oh dear. The moment you mentioned my daughter, the moment you mentioned my daughter made me even more worried.
No, this is really awesome. Here's the thing, Apathy and Strawberry are married.
So cute. That is adorable. But that still made me worry. Don't. Whenever you mention my daughter along with your antics, that is going to definitely put me on edge, darling.
Yeah, but still, this is generally wholesome.
It is
Because
adorable.
on one hand,
it is
they're
adorable.
married. On the other hand, they're gonna question how Red Leader actually made a good goddess. He kept
That's
the secret for
hilarious.
years.
That's hilarious. Marrying a goddess.
He kept the secret for years up until that point.
To be honest, I've been having a rut with my own story lately, but it's more because of how tired and sick I've been. And she's no longer here. Well, looks like that's something for tomorrow.
Well, inconvenient. The timing.
The timing. That was my fault, though, because I was doing all sorts of other things today. I had something I needed to do. I needed to deliver that to Leia. Okay. At least I can barge into our house now.
He is very tall.
Yeah, I can see that in the picture because I'm pretty sure he's a normal Steve, isn't he? Strawberry?
Yeah, he is.
You know that you know that you're from that universe when you see a picture and immediately like, huh, that's an average Steve. That okay. It's definitely taller than Warden.
His mom is so dumbfounded and confused on how he got married to a goddess. Like, how did that happen?
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I put it. No. Okay. I'm so tired. Just give me a second, chat. Boy. Oh boy. This is going to be a long week, isn't it? Can already tell. Speaking of long, want to hear something funny? So, I have an old car. 2007 Honda Civic. And the brakes stopped working. And we're like, oh, it's probably just needs some breaker fluid or something. We take it in. No, the breaker line's broken. Okay, how much is that? Since it's the breaker line, it's about $1,000. I'm like, oh, great. So they get working on it. That was on Thursday. Actually, on Friday. That was on Friday. So I'm like, okay. Come yesterday, I find out a cylinder in the brake has completely gotten destroyed.
What?
So somehow, I've been driving around a car that has had no brakes because they're destroyed. I'm lucky to be alive. Yeah. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Oh, it's not fun. I want to know who found out about that.
Who?
The general's mother. My mother-in-law.
Oh.
I can't stop laughing.
Hmm.
Sorry. Yeah, not the smartest move.
Well, I didn't get that.
Thank you. Okay, now I have a ticket. So yeah, it was interesting to find out for sure. Hello, good evening to you, sir. Yeah, I got a mystery box.
I always wonder, what does berry dust taste like?
Don't taste it. I can tell you for certain you don't want to taste it. You
I
do
don't know, I
not.
always thought about it tasting like sugar or candy or something.
My good girl. I'm a fairy.
Mm-hmm.
You're asking me what my poop tastes like.
Uh-huh.
It's not, well, I guess it's not technically. Fairy dust isn't exactly poop, but is something that comes off of us as sort of like, how to put it? It's basically like skin flaking off, but it's not. It's magic particles, and yes, some probably do taste that like that, but depending on the fairy will widely vary. And I would not recommend trying it because, in essence, you just ate something that's a fairy, thus contractually binding them to you, binding yourself to them. So, congrats.
Now that explained that weird explanation someone told me.
That's why I said it's like poop. It's because it's actually like poop, my girl. Asking us, it's a bodily thing that you are asking whether or not you want to taste. So do not ask that again, please. I beg of you.
Oh, and I will. Because I met a very different amount of fairies in every world. They all give different explanations.
I guess that's true. For some fairies, I have heard that for them it's definitely different because it's something that they use. It's not actually coming from them. I've heard that explanation, but for my kind, it is 100% part of us. So please, I beg of you, do not eat it. Oh, I just realized that was finished.
Maybe not, I won't.
I will make sure
I have
of
no
that.
interest.
I will make sure that you don't do that.
I don't have that much interest in it.
My dear sister, I love you. I love your chaos that you bring.
Yeah, I'm so nonchalant about it.
Yes, you are far too nonchalant about this situation. Do not do that.
That because live in a void means I don't have that much common sense.
It also means that you should probably think about what you're saying first before you even start speaking it.
Oh, I'm sorry, the void doesn't teach me much. I think I'm traveling so much. I'm trying to learn.
Touche. I'm sort of one of the people that you have to rely on for that, and that's the worst kind of situation because I'm a fake. We don't get out much. So it's just a bad situation all around, right?
Oh, technically, yeah.
Technically, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But
Ooh,
hey, there's a
bookseller.
price side to it.
Where the heck is my husband? Is he doing the... He's out on the farm, isn't he? Here. Thank you, darling. I better go take care of our dear your children. Where is my demonic children? Okay, I found Aaron. What are their names actually? Am I on the right one? Amaron and Jenna. Janae. Amaron and Janae. I forget so often. Which is sort of bad because I'm their mother. Hey, kitty.
I don't know what to do, but I'm living my life with being a roommate to someone. That's it.
Yeah. Well, you're too unstable to even have children. And what I mean by that, sorry, that sounded rude, is that your body probably wouldn't be able to withstand it. Not to mention your body's constantly changing because of your genders.
Technically true. If I wanted, I could just make an artifact, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I will do that by accident.
Probably the smartest decision to get the literal... That was a voidling, was it? Krobus isn't a voidling, is he? I can't remember what that
He's
guy...
a shadow person, I believe.
Okay. Just was wondering. Time to go put this away. And my child was staring at the door. They love to haunt me. They just love to haunt me, don't they? Okay. Wrong thing. That's not what I meant. Oh crap, I need to go do that.
Do what?
I need to get the shed built.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at the I'm like, wait, why do I have wood? I need to go do that. It's
Might as well hurry before time runs out. That tends to happen too commonly.
Come on, open up. I have 2 more minutes, technically. Ooh, what's this? I forgot to grab that. Great. I was a second off. Hi there, I'd like to buy something. Build!
Now that I think, but I think the last thing I was planning to do before I stopped playing Stardew for a while was like actually do some work on the farm, like a lot of aesthetic stuff.
Aesthetic stuff? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I would change out the layout of everything.
Oh, that
I
was
like it.
perfect. It fits perfectly down there. Of course, I'm going to now have to put a teleport down there, but that's okay because I actually still need to go and get some ghosts later, so we'll do that later. Yoink. Okay, let's go put these away. So, did Favorite crash the wedding or was he the best man?
I was the one who officiated it. What do you want?
Was that for me or? Okay. I have a lot of wild honey. Okay. My nose itches. No! At least they have grown. Holy crap, seriously? That's the second time in the last 2 days. Okay, got everything. save out on the row and not touching the right. This is the right one. Great. Now to go get the animals. Sibling. Sounds good. I see you, Mr. Cow or Mrs. Cow, whichever one you are. Okay. Ooh, we got a lot of milk today. And of course a lot of eggs. Ow. Did I get all the animals? Please tell me I did. I don't want to go back through. I did. I'm good. Make me cheese! Perfect. Now to get all the crops from here, because I have a whole bunch that I have not touched. Barely. Oh my goodness. Well. Okay, I can sell that. Good to know. I need to make those into seeds. Make that into seeds. I'll make most of these into seeds. Okay. We'll just put you all in here for now. Perfect. Just how I like them. And over to the rhubarb. Rhubarb pie actually sounds really good right now. Oh, never mind. I hope those finish in time. Right. Okay. Maybe I could. You know what? What time is it? I can get in there. I need to be quick though. Be quick, be quick, be quick. Get in before. Come on. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Aha!
Have returned.
You have returned. Great. I
Yes,
barely made it to the blacksmith.
Barely.
Barely. I'm literally 10 minutes from it closing.
Oop.
Yeah, that was my fault. Give me something good.
Oh yeah, those mystery box. I hate it.
You hate the mystery box? I'm not surprised.
I don't know why, but sometimes when I use it, I break it, and then suddenly I get 4 more. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's dependent on your luck. That depends on your luck for the day. Since mystery boxes are considered lucky for sometimes, or very low, you can get, if you get them, that means you had a lucky day. At least I think so. It's been a second. But I've had it as well.
Usually my luck is terrible when I go do that, so.
Oh boy, I got trees now.
Also another thing, I think I remember correctly. I'm almost finished with the museum.
Oh boy, I just
Like
got
I'm missing
lightheaded
just
all of
one
a sudden.
artifact.
Do pardon me, I'm gonna need to mute for a moment. We might actually have to end it here. I am very lightheaded all of a sudden.
Oh no, that's not good. You gotta go lay down. I know how it feels to get lightheaded. Those are terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to end it here for the day.
That's alright.
So, still, thanks for jumping on with me.
Of course, of course. I don't mind napping.
Wait, where was it? Where was it? I want to hurry and see the day though. It was just a bookseller day. That's okay then. Yep, we're going to nap and I'm going to get off because I'm just suddenly lightheaded.
Did you didn't get enough sleep?
Sort of.
Good.
I went to sleep, woke up, went to sleep, woke up. I went to sleep at 12. Woke up at 4. Went to sleep at 4:30. Woke up at 5, then 6, then 7, then 9. So yeah, I should probably go to bed.
One of the lightheadedness is the terrible lack of sleep.
Yeah.
And not having enough, blood circulating.
Yeah.
I would know, because this happened to me many times.
It's best to get off then. Goodbye, chat. I shall wish thee all adieu. It's been fun, since it's probably only been Aria, but those of you who are watching on YouTube, have a great rest of your day, guys. We love ya. Bye, hatchlings.